Wow, what a UFC 223 fight week. Probably the most controversial in recent memory, maybe since UFC 151, which really never was. What's up, folks? My name is Fred Richani. This is TSC News, your home for MMA news, updates, interviews, and everything in between. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. We have a brand new, undisputed, although kind of disputed, UFC lightweight champion. His name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. But believe it or not, that last-minute fight with Iaquinta was no cakewalk. It was not easy. Rage and Al gave Khabib everything he could handle, and in the first couple rounds, he got taken down. He got bludgeoned, 10-8, 10-8. But I got to say, man, while Khabib did decisively win this main event fight, which personally I think should have been the co-main event to Rose and Joanna, I got to say, Rage and Al stepped up. Rage and Al, as Joe Rogan called him, was a crazy person. He took everything and then some from Khabib, and he gave it right back. He avoided the submission attempts. He shook him off. He stuffed a couple takedowns. And then he unleashed the Rage and Al striking attack. And I got to say, for as great of a fighter as Khabib Nurmagomedov is, if you're Tony Ferguson, if you're Conor McGregor, hell, even for Max Holloway, you got to be watching this fight thinking, Jesus Christmas, there are enough holes in Khabib's stand-up game where I could have won that damn fight. Now, that's not taking anything away from Khabib. The dude's undefeated. The dude is the official UFC lightweight champion, even though technically Conor was sort of not stripped, and Tony Ferguson was the interim champion, then got hurt tripping in a parking lot. But, man, I mean, think about it. If Conor McGregor or Tony Ferguson or even Max Holloway were able to keep the fight standing as long as Al Iaquinta did later in the fight, I think they would have won. That's not taking anything away from Rage now. Ranked number 11, stepping in last minute against a dangerous dude like Khabib. I think they would have won. And look, Khabib's great. He's durable. Maybe not before fights, but when he makes it to the cage, he's durable. He proved his toughness in 5 rounds. Great takedowns, great MMA wrestling. A scary, scary man when he gets you down on that ground. But standing up, I mean, look, I'm no expert here, but even I could see chin really up, leaving himself vulnerable, getting tagged. He fought. First 2 rounds got takedowns, was dominant. Round 3 and 4 and parts of round 5, this dude was getting tagged a bit. Now, I do think that the announcers were underselling the striking attack of Khabib. It didn't look pretty, okay? Not at all. In fact, a little surprising for a guy at his level, for as great as he is, being undefeated. But, I mean, he hit Al with some pretty good shots, too, and he took some pretty damn good shots and kept coming forward. So you got to give a guy credit where credit's due, but yeah, I think he could definitely work on his, kickboxing game in the American Kickboxing Academy, which he trains at. But he got the win, well-deserved. He put over Al Iaquinta as a Brooklyn gangster. I think Al Iaquinta's from Long Island, but still, Al Iaquinta, absolutely 100% gangster, but the new champion is, of course, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and we'll see what happens. Conor McGregor went crazy. I think the guy should go to prison. If you watch the UFC embedded video that UFC uploaded yesterday, I mean, you'll lose your mind seeing how crazy Conor and his crew acted. And I did see the video of New York police acting like complete fanboys, complete marks around him. And I don't want to speak for the entire NYPD because I know a couple officers here and there, and they're good dudes. But my God, I mean, what unprofessionalism! I saw dudes like smiling at Conor. Oh, listen, whatever he's gonna get is what he's gonna get legally. But I just hope the judge and the prosecutor are not freaking fanboys or fangirls. Like, seriously, it was embarrassing. I mean, this dude. Think about it. This dude threw a dolly that knocked Mike Chiesa out of this card. On top of that, that dolly damn near hit Rose Namajunas in the head. Now, it's bad if you hit a guy in the head. It's even worse if you hit a woman in the head. So, just think about that. Now, it didn't happen, but what if it did? God forbid. What if you knocked out the female UFC strawweight champion? Then what? Huh? They still going to be smiling at him? They still going to be watching him shadow box? I'm not a fan of Conor McGregor, the person, right now, but do hope the guy gets help And, I hope he faces the consequences. So we'll see what happens. And at the end of the day, while, we can joke around about Khabib not really being the undisputed champion, the reality is the guy did everything right. He made weight. He was professional. You could say maybe he was unprofessional in confronting Artem Lubov. Doesn't matter, okay? You don't act like the way Conor did. So it is what it is. The one person I really feel bad for, because at the end of the day, while I feel bad for Max Holloway, still the featherweight champion, Tony Ferguson, this poor guy, man. I have no doubts he would have made weight. I have no doubts he would have had a great fight with Khabib. He may have won, but fourth time got scrapped. Freak accident is what it is. We had the co-main event, Rose Namajunas, Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Rose won via unanimous decision, 49-46 across the board. I thought this fight was a little bit closer, but it didn't have a huge problem with the scorecards. I thought the right girl won. Kind of surprising because the New York State Athletic Commission is pretty incompetent. But she got the win. I did have people blowing up my DM saying, no. It was Joanna. I did do a separate video asking you guys if Joanna won, if Rose won. So far, it's been a little split. So, I don't know. I don't think they should do a rematch. I mean, Rose looked good at the beginning. Joanna did dictate the fight here and there, and especially in the later rounds. But Rose did get the takedown at the end, got the win, and this was some much-needed experience for the young cat who's still got a long way to go in her MMA career. Great performance by both. I don't think Joanna has anything to be ashamed of. She got banged up. Her eye was almost swollen shut. She had to stretch her leg in between rounds, which looked rough, but she kept coming forward, kept doing her thing. It is tough now. She's 0-2 against the current champion, which sucks for her. Who knows what's next, but hey, I don't think she should be ashamed of her performance. And as far as the rest of the card goes, not going to lie, I was actually covering WWE NXT tonight, as well as a Ring of Honor Super Card of Honor. So if you're a wrestling fan, you know what I'm talking about. It's WrestleMania weekend. It's pretty busy. But I'll just go over these results that I got from our buddy Alan Wu. Renato Moicano defeated Calvin Kattar via unanimous decision, 29-28, 30-27, 30-27. I'll go back at some point and watch the rest of these fights. We had Zabit Magomedsharipov defeated Kyle Bochniak via unanimous decision. We had Joe Lauzon, poor guy, losing 3 straight, I believe for the first time in his career, losing to Chris Gruetzemacher via TKO corner stoppage after round number 2. Just a sad deal there, man. This guy's given his life and limbs to the UFC and its fans, and I think he's approaching the end here. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully he could get some type of organizational role because he's a good dude and somebody that's left his heart and soul in the cage. Karolina Kowalkiewicz defeated Felice Herrig via split decision. Aubin-Mercier defeated Evan Dunham via TKO in round number 1 in the prelims. Ashley Evans-Smith defeated Beck Rollins via unanimous decision. And Devin Clark defeated Mike Rodriguez via unanimous decision. Again, I only caught mainly the last 2 fights just because I was trying to watch 3 things at once. Professional multitasker here. But from what I saw, the main event, the co-main event, damn good. If you guys have any other fights on this card you recommend, I ordered the pay-per-view. I DVR'd everything. So if you recommend me any other fights to watch, I will go back and watch them because I know my buddies seem to enjoy the show. But I want to hear from you, though. What did you think about UFC 223? Do you think it delivered despite all the chaos? What do you think about the future fights announced? TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt 2 in LA. UFC 225, Yoel Romero, Robert Whittaker 2 in Chicago. CM Punk versus Michael Jackson? That's the thing. Let me know. Leave a comment below. Tweet us. Facebook us. Do what you got to do. If you enjoyed this live recap, please click the like button. Please share this with all your friends. Please subscribe and enable notifications for more live updates like this. And if you're a wrestling fan, Jesus Christmas, you've come to the right place because tomorrow, or I guess technically today, is WrestleMania Sunday. So you better believe we got coverage from top to bottom. Until then, everybody, as always, enjoy the fights. Woo!